What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On The Bench Repeat, the hobby along, paint along series that you put on in the background whilst we get our hobby done, we catch up on life's events, hobby events, whatever. I'm doing it on the bench because it's late at night. It just does not have the same feel as during the day, which is what I like on the beaches. So it's more, I shouldn't really be doing these in the summer, but I just wanted to get a video out there. I've got some touch up to do on the Rohan Riders. If you can hear a fan in the background, it's the one above my head that you can't see, but it's spinning around, keeping me cooler because it is hot, very hot, I will say. And I'm also trying out my new hobby glasses today, so I'm trying them out a bit later. Don't need those. And generally, I just want to get some more stuff done, if you know what I'm talking about. So, without further ado, get your stuff ready that you need: glues, brushes, paints, models, whatever. We'll get the camera facing down, and then we'll talk a bit more about that in relation to on the beach and how the camera setup's going to be. So, let's go. Okay, so here we are. These are the Rohan Riders. I'm going to be sounds wrong, but touching up the paint jobs on. I'm going to be using Spartan Bronze first because they're not the only. I've got some Romans as well that need a bit of touching up on their paint jobs. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. Right, so let's talk about camera angles then. Now I'm thinking of doing in the future topics for conversation. And when I talk about said topics, to have the camera on me as opposed to on whatever I'm supposed to be doing on the bench, because you've seen my videos, it's difficult to have it all on camera. It doesn't always pan out that way, so get big long gaps. I have to go through, I have to edit it. It's it's just a pain in the butt sometimes. It can take a while, right? Plus these on the benches are 720p, so half the definition basically of the other, so they upload a lot quicker. It's quicker to get them out there. Right, so Spartan Bronze, starting with this chap here. Does he have anything to touch up a little bit, maybe, but that's okay. Been out tonight, been to a new burger joint called Relish, and you never guess they do a big kahuna burger there. Of course I had to have it. Of course I did. What would be the point in going else, right? Gotta have the big kahuna burger. Oh yes, touching up this. This is not the easiest. Here. Go a little bit. There we go. There we go. So I did the lighter parts of these shields earlier. I think it was yesterday. I don't think it was today. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. And I did them in a bone colour. I didn't want to do them in white because, saving that for highlights, you're sort of saving the highlights to be white, and then they'll show up more, right? So as we go here. I know it got harder towards the end. My time, I was getting tired and I wasn't as steady with my hands and so on. So it just needs a little bit of touch up, that's all. Right, so went to the beach today with our bodyboard and it was fantastic. I had great fun, but it is hard. I find it very hard trying to stay on a bodyboard on the plus side, you haven't got to pump them up or anything. No danger of them going down on you. Not going to deflate or anything. But man, is it hard to stay on them. I mean, to be honest, I found it easier on my back on the bodyboard than on my front. But everybody's different, I noticed. We all went down, me, my wife and my daughter. We went down with our bodyboards, and we were all finding different and unique ways to stay on the buggers. Yeah, but it was fun. So hard work, but very fun. Yeah, he's not bad actually. Doing a good job there, son. Yeah, I thought I'd do it on the bench because it's just easier to chuck out than on the beach, which needs a bit more time. Plus, I'm a little bit tired this evening because we went out as well I went out for Big Kahuna Burger, didn't I? After swimming, it just takes it out of you, to be honest. Takes it right out of you. So I'm making all over. It's mostly trying to hold on to the board. I mean, the waves were quite strong, I'll be honest. Looking at the water this morning, it was, calm and whatever else. It usually is calmer in the mornings when we take Dylan for a walk. When we were, running around the beach this morning, it was serene almost, It's like, oh yes, it'll be good. But it's a bit more than a little rough. Big waves, strong waves. But that kind of made it fun, But it's like a workout, It is, it's like a workout, full-on workout. Sorry for the silence. Sometimes silence is golden. I know when I retire, and I am going to retire one day, I'm determined. I want silence. Right. Not too bad, that one. Not too bad at all. 3 left. Oh, I've got to do their what are they called, quivers, where they keep their arrows. Got to do those. So I'll find a suitable brown for that, I suppose. I'll keep that as is, I think. I'll leave that as is. Last one, then we'll be on to the quivers. Right, okay. Quivers then. So I'm going to need a brown here. It's going to have to be, well, what I would consider quite a bright brown. XV88 might do it, actually. Yeah, why not? XV88. I'm shaking this pot here by hand. Or rather, put it through the electronic Bloomin' paint shaker. How disruptive that can be. Yeah. I've got new hydro sheets for my wet palette, by the way. So in the future, I will be back to the old wet palette. Okay. filling it down appropriately. Right, quivers then. So like they've got some sort of bedroll wrapped up around the outside of the quiver, to be honest, which I suppose would make sense. You got to set up camp, etc., haven't you? So that would make perfect sense. Yeah. What I might do in it, if I cool down enough, I might turn the fan off in a bit till I get too hot, and then I'll have to turn it on again. But, you know, it's okay so far. Well, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I might even use this XV80 as the wood on my troll, on his spear, but do another quiver for now. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of, I don't know, bedroll or something involved with this as well. I'm trying not to pull these off of the blue tack, but it's very hard. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Well, this will give me two done. I'm going to do the troll because I think this will look great. Bit of brown. Yes, it's going to look fantastic. Doesn't need to be award winning, it's fine. I want people going, oh, it's not award winning anyway, Pete, don't worry about it. I think you're a bit mean there. It's all a matter of how much you can focus and how intensely you're able to focus. Also, it makes a great paint job, and for how long? Because you know, it takes a while, and you've got to have good patience for it, haven't you? So yeah, get this on there, because this gives this particular model a little bit of colour, even though it's brown. Quite a nice bright brown, this XV88, I find. Yeah. Loads of seagulls on the front today, this morning. Absolutely loads of them on the beach, like waiting as if they were on the beach with their kids, you know, because there was younger ones as well there. Tell by the feathers, you know. Yeah, that's cool. Got his spear on, excellent. Yeah, you can tell by the feathers. Oh, holy moly. Right. That's 3. Look at the time. We're on 19 minutes, so nearly 20 minutes in. Not bad. We can always do a shorter one as well. I know I'm the same. I'm not the biggest fan of shorter paint along videos, especially when they're supposed to be about an hour long. You know, it's like, you know, one week you get like a 45-minute one. You feel a bit robbed. I get that. We should plan them out better. Trouble is, you think, oh yeah, I'm going to do Like, you know, now I'm going to do the quivers, say. You've no actual way of knowing how long it's going to take you to do that particular stage. And sometimes it can surprise you. You do them really quick. Oh, I didn't think that was going to take, you know, as quick as it did. And you can't, it can catch you off guard sometimes. I don't know what else to do now. Whereas, like, if you've got a whole batch of models to prime or varnish or whatever, right, that can take you a long time. Okay, so what am I going to talk about now? Quite a few of my channels I subscribe to haven't made any content for quite some time now. They're kind of renowned for coming and going, you know, at will, as it were, but seems to be an awful lot of them that haven't made any content for a while now. I'm a little bit worried, you know. One, are they okay? Are you okay? You know. And two, please don't stop, because I love the content, you know. What happens, I find, in those situations, if, you know, like I love a particular channel and I just want more of it, I just go back and start watching them over again, as if I've never watched them. That's how I do it. It's interesting, you know. These quivers are all pretty much the same, you know. You know, this is bedroll, definitely is bedroll. He got no arrows, I can tell you that. Might need some more XV88. I'm not varying it, no, I'm not, that's true. I'm not varying it because, well, I'm not entering it as a competition or out, so, and they should still look good on the tabletop, 3 feet rule and all that, you know. It should still look good. So, something we found out when we went to Relish, that's this new burger joint today, was one of the owners was a lady that used to work in another place we used to go to get like breakfasts and things. I said, "Oh, are you happy at working?" He said, "Oh yeah, much better working for myself, you know, understandably. Your own boss. That's something she's wanted to do for a long time, so I guess she's fulfilling her dream." I don't have a dream of having my own business exactly. My dream is to not work, because I'm tired now. I'm so tired. I struggle. I do struggle with it. But she's following her dream, and that's good, you know. See someone happy in their work, you know, doing what they want to do, and that's great, you know. I know she wasn't happy at the other place, and I totally get it. You know, management style, etc. It can be challenging. We've all been there, you know. We've all been there. But it looks like she's got a good system going there. Very similar setup to how the burger place was before. I mean, it was pretty much a winning formula. If, you know, if something's not broke, don't fix it, right? You have someone out the front taking care of the front of the house, basically. someone in the back doing all the cooking, etc. That's all you need, you know. Apart from good communication. You need good communication between you. Bob's your uncle, you know, you quid's in. You get good tips from decent customers like ourselves. Ha ha ha. Oh, we always tipped well there. Used to be a guy called Scott running it. He'd be on the front. Like I say, it's someone else now, and that's good, you know. Not much has changed, and that's good. Some of the burgers have changed, and that's cool, you know. I think once I've done this video, I'll be going to bed because I am just so tired. So tired, it's untrue. You can hear the fan going. It's kind of funny. Ooh, there we go. Right, that's that. Is there anyone else that has anything that could be brown or leather or something? In all honesty, yes. Could have leather straps. So he shall have. This is not a Rohan, this is a Roman. I'm not painting them as Roman, so don't panic about the colour scheme. I'm painting them to be my town guard, you know, for my campaign. That's how I'm painting them. So that's one, there's only 4 of them, so that's one there. So I'm painting the scabbard of the sword right now. In this thing, I think shade wash or contrast over the top or something will be good. I miss glaze paints from Citadel. They do some fantastic ones. That's him done. So do I do the scabbard? Oh, here's 2. Yes, I'm going to. Excellent. Showed you my assassin person I got the other day. I'm tempted to do the cloak in this as well. Of the assassin. No, seriously, because right, it can be dulled down. It might not be too bright. I mean, he or she, I think it's a he, would have quite a dark cloak, I reckon. It's all a matter of how am I painting it. Am I going dark up to light, lights down to darks? Either way is fine with me, and I find either way therapeutic. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay. But yeah, seeing people fulfill their dreams, that's cool. You know, that's good. I'm glad she's got this business now. It's called Relish. So if you're ever in Seaton, you want a decent handmade burger from scratch, homemade, go to Relish. Bloomin' lovely. Right, so that's that. So now I am tempted to through this cloak. Grab myself a holder. Let's get one of these. Let's get one of these Citadel holders for now. Come here, come here, come here. There. I can do that. Right. Am I going to use a slightly bigger brush? Do I think I might do for this? See, I don't normally like painting or doing anything with resin miniatures. I just don't. It's my least favourite material. Material, is that the right frame of reference? Is substance to work with. I don't know, paint, whatever, right? And although this is going on quite light, it will be darkened down with a wash or what have you later. And I can afford to be messy with it, it's true. Because I can tidy up on the other layers that I'm doing here. Yeah, pretty good actually. There. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Most of this model is a cloak, but that's not bad at all. How long have we been going? 37 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more of that, at least. May do some more tidy up, but I'm pretty chuffed with that. That gives me enough to be doing a daily update. So let's look back at these Romans once again. Don't really think they need tidying up on the bronze. Well, maybe a little bit. And my wife and daughter are watching a movie or something downstairs. So I don't know what time they'll be finishing, but I know I'll be going to bed after this. I'm just so tired, you know. So that is the beauty of, you know, just letting your partner do what they want to do, isn't it, you know? We do stuff together, we do stuff separately, it's all works out in the end, you know. Yeah. That's what I mean, that tidying up on those bronze bits, that was just far quicker than I anticipated. I'm gonna try something on this model here. Shade wash, rather than null oil. I'm gonna use this dark skin shade, see how it turns out. on metal, etc. I'm just curious, you know. Very curious. Right. It makes it dirty wash as well. Looks like it might work all right, actually. Yeah. It's pretty damn good. Keeping that one right. Onwards and upwards. I think I'm done. Yeah, I think I'm done. So I'm going to take my glasses off. I'll put them back in. These are my Foster Grant glasses. So, you know. No cheap stuff. Right, so zoom out. There we are. Back in frame. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. It's been a blast. I've got tons of stuff done here. Just wait for that to dry. You know, got some bed rolls, arrow quivers. Ones with the arrows, I'm going to have to do the arrow, the fletching, the feathers and that of that. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Again, that skin tone is good. I might use that for the cloak on this assassin here when it dries. But yeah, I fancy doing blue underneath, so blue and white. I think that'd be quite a good colour scheme for him. Not knowing his character, where he comes from. Again, like I say, could be a she. I don't know where she comes from. These are all going to be revealed in obviously various sessions of my game. I'll say it here now, if I haven't done it already, unboxing. I'm going to be unboxing the Masters of the Universe Battleground starter set from Arkin Studios soon. So I don't know when that's going to come up, but I am super looking forward to that. 43 minutes. By the time I edit this, it's going to be about half an hour long. So I'm sorry it's a shorter paint along, I really am, but gosh, you just got to grab what you can these days. I have anyway, I know that, and time is very precious to me, and I've got other areas I'm pulled in as well. So thank you so much for watching. Do remember, all brushes lead to all. I will see you on another video, and bye for now, my friends. Bye bye.